eyes lit up and they sparkled, and you laughed and waved goodbye at the door, just like you did yesterday and every other day before. I said I'd see you later, and I asked when you were gonna be home.
The one thing I admired most about Laura was her caring and gentle character. She put everyone before herself. If Laura entered a room, you were aware of her, not because she spoke, but because you felt the warmth of her presence. She was very reserved and shy, but what she did say was important to her and came from the heart. I never knew her to judge anyone, and although she was sensitive and could easily be hurt, she was also very forgiving. On the contrary, I was slightly reckless with people's emotions. It took me to lose Laura to change who I was. Since that day, she has become my inspiration.
I wondered why you'd not called me. Why were you taking so long?
Unfortunately, there is a great tragedy attached to Laura and a great sadness. She is often referred to as the poor girl in that terrible crash, the one with the drunk driver, the girl whom the police and judicial system failed. And although that is very true, I would rather the memory of her be as pure and beautiful as she was. I want people to feel inspired to show as much care and compassion to the world as she did.
Must be a better place for having you around. You are an angel.
In releasing a song that is a tribute to her to mark the 10 years, we wanted this release to be about Laura, not what happened, but who she was. Being the next link in the chain from her, I felt it my duty to be heavily involved in everything and steer it in the direction that I was being drawn toward. My aim was to make every little detail as connected to Laura as it could be. But the wonderful thing about this project is I haven't had to try too hard. Everything that I've needed to find has made its way and found me.
I can't hold you now the way I long to do. I know you're smiling.
For instance, the very song Beautiful Angel. Susan Hewitt, a local songwriter, bought my mum and dad's old house. And Susan was then so captured by Laura's story that she had to put it in a song. After building up the courage, Susan finally approached my dad with her demo. We were incredibly moved by the lyrics as they explained the chain of events from our perspective. The first step from here was to give it a flavour of Laura by adding a depth to the sound that would somehow represent her deep and emotional side. I approached a good friend of mine, Andrew Wilson, to take on the project, and I gave him a brief of what I wanted to achieve. Andy worked long and hard at crafting a new and personal version. Finally, we were able to record. When it came to the artwork, I wanted it to be quite symbolic. I wanted to merge white lilies and feathers, but that was as far as the idea had progressed. Luckily for me, my friend Leonora, a designer, was able to visualise what I'd meant. When I first seen her design, it moved me to tears. It was exactly what I'd imagined. And as someone who looked at the beauty in detail, Laura would have loved it. You see, who Laura was is what this is all about. And it's really quite extraordinary because a song to Laura was much more than just music. It was a story, a piece of art, a source of comfort, or a tool to enjoy happiness. And with Beautiful Angel, we've achieved just that. And I cannot think of a more fitting tribute to such a beautiful, gifted, and special girl.